have some listeners. 11 of them are currently 11 are from Dublin, then 13 from Brussels, 17 people from Boardman in the United States. And I don't know where that is, to be
Is
honest.
that in a sense board, man? Like BOARD, like a board, like a wooden board, or is it a board man, like someone who's got nothing to do board?
It's like board, like a board, like a surfboard, you know?
Yeah. Board, wooden board.
Yeah, wooden board. So the board, city of Boardman. And I think that's in, if I'm not wrong, in Oregon, Portland, if I'm not wrong.
What?
I don't know what the hell, how those people found me out there, but shout out to them, man, fam.
Shout out to the board man, them.
So it's either the Boardman them out in Washington, Oregon, Michigan. There's so many places called Boardman. What is this? Because there's another big Boardman in Pennsylvania. Yeah, crazy.
What?
Wisconsin.
Hey, Wisconsin. It's probably them. Probably Daddy who let them know. Dad told them about it.
Did Daddy let them know?
Shut up. Yeah, I don't know why I said that, because I heard that on like that one episode you did with NDJ. I'm gonna call him NDJ now.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we need to get rid of saying that.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but Noah said mummy and daddy. Yeah, I know. Dad.
And Noah said it. The funniest thing ever. Oh, mommy and daddy. No, I don't call them that. I always make sure, like when I'm talking to someone else, but I also have it ingrained in me that I say that. So when I talk to someone else, I always make sure I go like pops aggressively. I say pops.
Yeah,
I say
pops.
mumsy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. The pops one hasn't really hit it with me.
but the pops one is funny though. Anyways, still.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I say that. I think I say it because of Noah. Noah always used to say pops, and then I kind of
Yeah,
started.
I think Noah started.
Noah, the trendsetter.
We have to call him NDJ, right?
Oh yeah, NDJ.
Because you never called him his proper name.
We're gonna expose NDJ.
So what are you gonna call me?
Seve J.
All the fans, the Insta handle.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, welcome to the podcast. Seve J, Insta handle.
Yes, NDJ.
Seve J, the loser. The
Well,
other-
go on.
He's also here. Found himself on the podcast.
It's because you're lost. You're lost out in Hong Kong.
In the
Got
source.
no mates. Got no fans.
But anyways, here, like, not a lot of people. Well, no, actually, I have to be honest. There are like quite a few people here who I think like they would understand, but they just I would be able to have a conversation with them and obviously like chat to them, but they just don't share the same kind of humor. So it'd be like pretty hard to like have a good kind of podcast chat with them, you know. Like they just like if I would try to make a joke, a lot of the time my jokes are not understood. And I just get weird looks instead of laughs.
Well, that can also happen when you're like here in Switzerland, you know. You know, if you're a Swiss person through and through, I really think that like humor, well, obviously not for everyone, but I think the standard Swiss like perception of humor is like different, you know, than like we might have. Because I think, you know, still like the English and American influence is kind of, you know, bigger with us. And like, especially the English type of humor is always very like, there's a lot of black humor, you know. Obviously people in our age, they get that more, but I think older people, they're like, what? You can't say stuff like that. And even though you mean it like a joke, they kind of don't really, it's not on the same level, you know. But yeah.
You know, I know what you mean, but like I think also a lot of Swiss people,
especially obviously with Chinese and Hong Kong people, it's way different. Anyways, that's another world.
Yeah, no, obviously, but I think also a lot of Swiss people, they still have this very much a like slapstick kind of humor. I mean, we both were in the army, right? So I think like Swiss people, well, I had the feelings that they very much like do slapstick humor. And it's like, haha, slap you in the nuts, funny time. And it's like, yeah, well.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know, but I don't think that's Swiss. That's just military. Military is just, you know, it's just, I don't know, it just, everything is so like basic and kind of degraded because everyone just kind of becomes idiotifies.
you literally,
like everyone.
You literally, that's the
just kind of degrade. You kind of degrade into this like Neanderthal kind of person when you're there. I don't know.
That's true. You become retarded. Like you actually like you become like immune to things and you become like zombified. and like
Yeah.
everything is like
Well, you
stripped
just
off
need
you.
to survive.
Yeah, you can't think sense. If you think sense, you've instantly lost. If you've been in the army,
Yeah.
so
That's the way you survive. You just have to turn your head off and just, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to do all the rubbish that you have to do. If they tell you to do some kind of rubbish and you just know it's pointless, really, if you just don't think, you just don't use your brain, then it works, then you survive somehow.
But loads of people they're actually like that. I always think of that sometimes. Like, you're a smart guy, Seve. So there's loads of people out there. They just don't think. And sometimes I kind of envy that, like people who are like stupid. Like I wish I wouldn't have to think sometimes, and I could just be stupid, and then you kind of don't really have much to worry about. Imagine like you're so stupid, you don't have anything to worry about in life, and you would be kind of set. I don't know if you don't think.
It
far.
brings you. It takes. Yeah, but it just gets you into like complicated situations. Then because if you're just always doing whatever comes into your mind, and you don't even reflect on anything, and you just go nuts, and then you'll end up not in a good place,
Crackhead hotel and.
But yeah. Obviously, like in certain situations, like I don't know, when you're like on holiday and you're like want to go on a mazza.
Yeah.
Then that's what holidays are there for. So like just to
True.
turn off your normal way of thinking and just relax.
True.
It's kind of the signature thing of a good holiday.
Yeah.
Just kind of do what you want to do.
Like talking about holiday, I just went on a little getaway holiday this weekend here in Hong Kong, and there were just like a few things I have to say which are just like absolutely mental to me, fam. The first thing, we went to this island, and it was quite far out in the middle of nowhere. There's not many people there. It's like this small town. I'd say, I guess like, I don't know, 200 people live there or something. Like very small. It's got like one hotel. It's got nothing else. And
It's part of Hong Kong though.
It is part of Hong Kong, yeah, it belongs to Hong Kong. And
Okay.
we got on this ferry. It's like 45-minute ferry ride. Finally get there, and like it all looks like so old. Everything looks like very old. So many bicycles. You get off this like a pier, and you walk and you're like, wow. And you look around yourself, and it's like, oh shit, like this does not look like, it does not sound like Hong Kong. Everything's quiet. And then you look to your left and you just see this massive McDonald's. It's like the biggest McDonald's ever.
Oh, what?
McDonald's. This huge
On
McDonald's.
this lost island.
This,
It's a completely isolated island. Wow.
yeah. This is crazy. Just in this little town, just this absolutely huge McDonald's. It's just like, what the hell is going on here?
That's just a phenomenon that can only happen in like a country like Hong Kong.
Yeah, just like commercialized.
They're just so different in their thinking of what is like adequate for like a place like that. Because you'd expect there probably to be like little seaside restaurants like serving fish and I don't know what. It's a McDonald's.
Yeah, it was.
What are they on?
Just proper commercialized.
What was it crowded?
The island.
Well, no, the McDonald's.
Well, there were a lot of people in McDonald's, which was quite mad. But like it was just like it was.
See, that's the way.
Yeah.
It's even weirder.
But Hong Kong is generally it's full of people. Everywhere you go in Hong Kong, you will be guaranteed to come across hundreds of people. But this island was pretty. It was not that crowded, but that's probably because it wasn't summer holidays. But there were still like a lot of people in McDonald's, which was just like, oh, mad. But yeah, we also then went into this hotel, and I swear to God, this hotel, it looked so... like in Better Call Saul and like in Breaking Bad, they have those... They have those cracky hotels. Like, everything looks like run down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. The inside of the room
was a motel.
Yeah, the room itself was nice, but like everything around it looked so run down. Like there was this like goal, and like in between it had these like numbers, right, where you should shoot the ball in and it'll give you a certain amount of points. And like all those points were like rubbed off, like you can see like the amount of points you would get from scoring. Like everything was like hanging by a thread. Water machines were broken, and they had these bikes that were just absolutely so rusty they didn't go anymore. So yeah, it was just all like a bit crack. But the swimming
so you actually stayed over one night on this island?
Yeah, we stayed one night. But yeah, the island was very nice, but it was just all a bit crack out there. It was a bit mad.
Don't you think that has like to do with like COVID and all of that? That they probably didn't have any guests for a mega long time, especially like in Hong Kong anyways.
Nah,
They just didn't have any money.
No.
Well, don't you think?
I don't know. Like over the, I don't know.
Hong Kong is the place with the most strict like regulations and all that.
Yeah, but not anymore. But I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it mainly
well,
just had to do.
only like since last week.
It was more like everything in that town was built in the 70s or 80s, and since then no one touched it again. Like it was like they made it and then like stopped. Like it was a bit crazy in that sense. Last thing that I want to say, two things. First of all, the pollution. It's just so polluted out there. Like no matter where you go, you can't even like when you have the sea in front of you and you're trying to look out, you can't even see, I would say, 5 kilometers or like 4 kilometers because everything is like blocked by the pollution. Just so much pollution. It's mad. Like you'll never get fully blue skies. And second of all, this was also just another cracky thing at this place. We were cycling around, right? And we're in the middle of this street, and then suddenly out of nowhere, we're like, I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? And there's this like walking rock in front of me. And I found, what the hell is that? And we kind of slow down and we see all these people standing around it. And then suddenly we just see this massive, humongous turtle, like the biggest turtle that I've ever seen in my life. Cause
it's a tortoise, you know.
Or tortoise, like bigger than I've seen it.
Yeah, because it's a land thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Massive, cause like this Donnie was humongous. It was just like walking on the street. And then afterwards we realized, okay, so this is someone's pet because this guy was just like, kind of like trying to get it on the sidewalk, and the turtle just refused to get on the sidewalk. So yeah, it's a bit mad. Just like following around this turtle afterwards, this huge turtle. And I was like, fam, someone must have this turtle as a pet. He must have been taking...
I think it was wild.
No, because he had this like carriage with him, and it looked like he put this turtle on the carriage, and he was like, at one point he was just like pushing like the turtle with his hand, and he was getting a bit touchy with it, and I was like, yo, this turtle, if he bites you, it's game for you. He was nice to it, and I don't think a turtle would like go so close to humans. I'm guessing because it's so loud. Like I don't see the possibility.
I think the turtles aren't that shy. I think they probably wouldn't mind too much. The kind of animal, if it's like a deer or something, obviously that's not going to come very near to you. But like a turtle, I don't think cares like that. But I don't know. But I know that if you get bitten, yeah, they got this. You're done.
Yeah, no. They have
that's
those massive
your
beaks.
finger straight through.
Yeah. Done out. Yeah, I'm not.
It's a tortoise because the turtles are in the water.
Well, then it was a tortoise.
Yeah, and then I saved a turtle.
Okay, now you're Mr.
It's like a
tortoise expert, fam.
No, I'm the turtle savior. That's what I am.
Turtle savior.
Because in Panama, me and my girlfriend, we saved a turtle. Because he was stuck.
You told me about that. True. It's a massive thing as well. Yeah, we also saw him.
Yeah, so we were also a bit. Well, at first we were kind of more. We saw him like that he was stuck, and then we weren't quite sure if we should like help him or do whatever. And then you like have to kind of help him out and like heave him up, and then you notice how heavy he is. But he has these flaps, like the flaps, not flaps, fins on the side.
He's got flaps on the side.
Just not feet, like a tortoise.
Not feet.
And then he had to we lifted him up, and then he was like shoveling himself along the beach. But yeah, because I was kind of scared that if he turns around and like bites you, you're done.
Yeah, you don't know.
I mean, I think they have a mega strong bite.
They have a crazy
strong bite.
Crazy. That's the one thing they say. Like, turtles are slow, but they're just like those sloths. Because like a sloth and a turtle, they're so slow, but if they want to, they can like pick up speed.
Yeah, but a sloth isn't very fast. Even
have you seen the claws on a sloth?
I've seen lots of sloths. Also there in Panama and Costa Rica and all that. I saw lots of sloths.
Yeah, see, so you should know.
But they're slow.
If those,
I know. Well, their claws are like big.
Look, it says here, like a sloth gets quick when triggered, and it can move pretty quick if he wants to.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously it can be faster than you'd think it could be, but that's still not very fast.
It can just claw you really quick with it. It can't run or anything quick.
Yeah, well, they're aggressive. They're aggressive. That's what we learned. We learned when we were there. There's like 2 different main types of sloths there, at least in there in Panama and like Costa Rica.
Mm.
There's a two-toed and like the three-toed and two-toed sloth.
Yeah.
And I think it's the three-toed sloth that is like really aggressive, and like if there's like they told us we were in like this animal sanctuary thing once, and they told us if you come across a sloth like on the road, that happens there quite often. You know, they try and cross a road somewhere, but you know, because they're so slow, takes them forever. And then, but they said if it's like the aggressive type one, you just need to leave it and just let it do its thing, because if you try and pick him up, he'll go nuts and he'll try and bite you and go all crazy. Damn. But if it's like the other type sloth, they just don't give a fuck. They're just like, oh, okay.
They just vibe.
They just lie there and just get carried, and they're like, yeah, man.
Good to know in the future, anyone who's out there with sloths.
Yeah, but it's important to know. So if you don't know, then you'll just pick them up and then they'll bite you. It's dangerous.
I'm not joking. It could be mad. Like if someone who thinks they're
serious.
On a serious.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's pretty mad because talking about sloths. Mm-hmm. Do you think there would be sloths in Qatar? Qatar. Wait, I have to ask you that as well because I talked about that with Adam.
Qatar.
Do you say Qatar or do you say Qatar?
I don't know. I don't say anything because it's just a disgraceful country.
Well, okay. Imagine this guy's not getting out of Qatar if he goes there. But say,
I don't know. Qatar. I'd probably say Qatar. I don't know.
I say Qatar because that's what they say when you fly. They say, "Welcome to Qatar Airways." So that's why I say Qatar.
Have you flown with them before then?
Man, them flown international things. But yeah, international football break also just happened this weekend. Did you watch any games?
Switzerland won. Do you know? Did you see that? They won against Spain.
1-0, right?
That was
2-1
on Saturday. 2-1.
Yeah, sick.
2-1.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That's mad.
But England lost.
I didn't watch it. I just saw I know. I saw the highlights yesterday of the Swiss game. But yeah, I watched the England game. It was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't.
I think it's just no. That's the only game I watched either. But I don't know. If you look at the squad that England has, like compared to the Italian one now, and I mean Italy didn't even qualify for the World Cup, and I mean just squad wise and just like value wise, the players that England have should easily win. I don't know. Not easily, but they should win. Like, and I don't know that they didn't even manage to score a goal is a bit weird, but
it'll be.
But I think they should have just taken Maguire out. They should have just taken Maguire out, and then they would have scored.
Well, Maguire anyways has to go. That guy, I swear to God, I don't know what he's doing. And he played the whole game as well. Like they should have. I don't know, not Trent either. I don't like Trent. I don't like Maguire. Put someone else in who like knows what he's doing, like Trippier. Like I would have rather had him in.
Yeah, but Trent and Maguire are two completely different players. Like Trent is on the outside.
No, but Maguire played on the left yesterday. Maguire played on the when he played against England. When he played in Italy, he played on the left. They had a 3-4-3 formation, and he was on the left. Maguire.
He was on the right. Oh, Trent is a right back. I was saying, right back. That's what I meant. He's not a left back.
Yeah, but Maguire played on the left. That's what I'm saying. So, like, they should have had some kind of switch that, like, Luke went to the left, or I don't know, someone went over there. Luke Shaw, I don't know, everyone but him.
Are you sure? Who did you say was in the middle?
Dyer.
Yeah.
So.
He's definitely overrated.
Yeah. Do you even understand the Nations League? It's like a small cup. They all have these like leagues, but they're just groups, 2 groups, right? And then whoever gets on. Yeah. I don't really understand them. Like they don't really make sense. Like there's even like in League D, Group 2, there's not even 4 teams. There's only 3. So I don't exactly understand this whole thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's Estonia, Malta, and San Marino. Like, come on, like Malta and San Marino. Like, what is
in
this?
one group? Yeah. Well, I don't know if I understand it completely, but I know that it was just founded to so that like international teams have more fixtures to play, because otherwise it's just, if you didn't have the Nations League, or like it was before, it was just the qualifications for the European or whatever country, if it's American, like the European Championships, or like the Copa America in like South America, for those countries, they had the qualifiers for those tournaments, and then for the World Cup, obviously. And then they played the tournaments, but that was like it. And so then like smaller countries that never qualify for like those tournaments, they don't have many games. And I think it's kind of for them to like have more games as well, and just in general for the national teams to just have more
like San
games
Marino,
to like measure themselves
like
with each
San
other.
Marino and
But I think it's also for just in general, also all the teams to measure themselves, because like now I think England. Did you see like the group that England's in? It's with Germany and Italy and Hungary, and Hungary is top of the group.
Yeah, mental. That's crazy. Yeah, with 10 points.
I mean, what is going on?
Mad.
That's nuts. Because Germany lost to Hungary.
Germany's not doing that well either.
I mean, that's crazy.
Germany's had a draw the last 3 games, but England hasn't won a single game. England has lost 3 games and they had a draw the other 2 games. That's pretty bad as well. So
it's terrible.
They're not doing great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just
that's terrible,
here at these things, and what I was seeing is that France is also doing very bad. France, who I thought might be contenders for the World Cup, they are doing horrible. France lost to Denmark on the first day. Then afterwards they tied. Then tied again, then lost to Croatia, won against Austria, but then lost to Denmark. Proper bad.
But I thought, wasn't the last game against Denmark from France, and then
Denmark beat France.
Maybe.
Denmark, I think they knocked France out, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah, 2-0. Oh yeah, 2-0. Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, crazy things. And they're gonna also
be playing Denmark in the World Cup. They're getting degraded then now too.
Yeah, and they're going to be playing them in the World Cup. France is going to play Denmark in the World Cup, so it's going to be very interesting if they do it, if they get it in. Yeah, I don't know. Well, Switzerland beat France. Yeah, that was the sickest thing ever. Raw, that was so sick. That was absolutely.
I think that was definitely one of the. I think that has to be like the craziest game I've ever watched. I think.
Nah, like that is.
I don't know. I think it really is.
That is like one of the.
And I've watched lots of crazy games, but I think that has to be top.
I think it has to be top because they were just so underdogged, and everybody thought like this is an easy game for France, and just the fact that like they were able to like
and just be in there, at home where we were at a public viewing in Zurich, and then it just went nuts. The whole city was just on fire. Were you there?
No, I wasn't. But I just remember watching that game, and I've never watched a game that intensely. Like, you're losing and you're winning and you're losing, and then you're tied, and then that screamer from Gavranovic in like the last minute, and then just Sommer just saving every single shot. Mental.
Yeah.
Just absolutely.
He's still doing that. Sommer, like I saw in the Spain highlights, he's doing the same thing again. He's just saving Switzerland the whole time. Mm-hmm. He is a beast.
Fam, even for he set the most records. I think I forget who he plays for. I think Gladbach, but he set the record for most saves in one game. I think like 18 saves or something in one game, and Gladbach won 1-0.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, that guy's saving every team he plays for. Crazy.
I think he's hella underrated as well. You don't really hear much about him.
Yeah, only at
I think he's amazing.
Only at the Euros and at the World Cups you hear about him, because that's when we actually needed him reliable.
Yeah, but I mean, he's doing this week in, week out for Gladbach,
Yeah, I know. I just said it.
He must be. Yeah. I think, but you always hear about the other top goalies, so like I don't know, Courtois or.
Last time I heard of Courtois was when he played the Champions League final and just saved everything for Madrid there. That's the last time I proper heard of Courtois.
Yeah, obviously he's good. I mean, I'm not saying he's not good, but it's I don't know. I think Sommer should be like in that discussion of like top goalies, and he never really is. So I don't know.
Yeah, facts. Well, if he were in the Premier League, I'd definitely put him in my FPL, fam. Haaland OP.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
FPL is now not taking part this
FPL
weekend.
things.
Yeah,
Of course it
FPL.
is.
If my FPL is no, it stopped right now over the weekend, and then last weekend it didn't even take place because of the Queen's death. Mental. So
What are you chatting? It's not taking part this weekend. Of course it is.
no, last week it didn't take. There was no FPL games because it was a
Yeah,
international
last
break.
week.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said this weekend.
No, this weekend it's
weekend.
finally back to business because
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've had the hardest fall ever in this stupid season.
we both.
I
have.
was, I was like, you were rubbish from the start.
Yeah.
But I was on second place. I was in second place, like after the third week. I think after the third game week, I was in second in our mini league, right?
Mm.
In our mini league, not second in the world or anything like that. But and now I'm down to second last, and it's just like the last like 4 game weeks we're just terrible, and I just did the wrong moves constantly. Now when Tony hit that hat trick.
Oh, you took him out.
Yeah, I took him out on the morning, and that morning I was like, I need to get hot because I didn't have Haaland in my team. Obviously Haaland was just going nuts. It's just scoring so many points, and I kind of at the start I didn't think he would like go so hard, but yeah, that was a bad gamble. And then obviously he's just gone off, and I didn't have him in my squad, and then I finally decided to get him in, and I had Tony in before that, so I switched Haaland for Tony and like used my wild card and everything, and then Tony goes and gets a hat trick. So bad.
Yeah. But
Very good calculations.
Calculation things.
Yeah, so it was mad. It's completely fucked up. But yeah.
Yeah, nah, but like Haaland is just different breed. Like that guy's actual different breed. Like he's inhumane. The way that guy plays football, cause like, it's not even funny anymore, fam. Like, it's actually mad. I saw this post here. Look, he has this like stat where he has like almost exactly as many goals as he has like games or something. It's just mental.
Yeah. Well, he's well on course for like hitting the top scorer like ever in the Premier League. If he keeps on going like he is now, he's just gonna smash it by, I don't know. He's just gonna smash it completely.
Well, just the general most goals ever scored. Like he's 22 and he's already scored like over like 120 goals or something. Like I saw this stat, like stats before the age of 20 for Haaland. Well, obviously that's like 2 years on now, but it says like games, 107 games and scored 62 goals. Ronaldo had 123 games and 20 goals. That's 3 times as many goals in like 15 less games. That's, how mental, cuz that is crazy. Like the way this guy plays football. How? Like how do you score that many goals? This guy's just, but like there's so many like different kind of stats I don't really understand, like the way they calculate this. Like sometimes he has less games, sometimes he has more games. So I don't really get it, but I think sometimes sometimes it says he has like 150 games, and sometimes it says he only has 108 games or something. I don't really get it. I don't know how they count his games. I think sometimes they count the games that he had in Norway, that club he played for. They only count from Salzburg, where he joined. Just absolutely mental stats, this guy. And people were comparing him to Darwin Núñez. No.
Yeah, but he's good. I mean, if he's like plays, actually, I think he's pretty good. But
who, Darwin Núñez?
He kind of messed his season start. Yeah, he kind of messed his start to the season with that red card and everything. But yeah,
have you heard what they're calling Darwin Núñez? It's pretty funny.
No,
they're calling him the South American Carroll or something. Or something American Carroll. Because of Andy Carroll, because he looks a bit like Andy Carroll. And when they and Liverpool made the signing of Carroll like a few years back, the worst signing ever, They spent mad money on him, and he was a shit signing, and now they're saying that Darwin Núñez is the same. Yeah, it's pretty funny. They're being harsh on him.
Yeah, but that's way too harsh, because I think the games that he's actually played he's been good. I think, well, I had him in my team, actually, in my fantasy Premier League, but then after he got that red, I obviously had to sell him, but he got like a goal or two and played pretty well, and an assist, I think, even. So I don't know, it's just because of his red card, because I think that was a bit of a stupidity they did there.
Yeah. Do you know how many red cards Haaland has got in his career?
Don't know, probably none.
Yeah, none. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, well, he's young still, obviously. He's not.
But yeah, he's young.
And I think he's just so calm, He's just so calm as well. He just like never loses his cool, and he's just a machine at the front. The defenders. There's nothing you could do against him. He's just so huge and just just about as wide as he is tall, and it's just.
He's a tank, fam. Like there's that clip where he just
bulldozes straight through any defense. It's mad.
I think it was when City played, I think Wolves, and there's this clip of where Haaland is running against this defender, and the defender kind of touches him, and Haaland just fully flings him off him, and just keeps running and just absolutely outpaces the guy, and it's just fam, this guy's. You just don't want to play him. This is not a guy you want to play football against, because this is not fun anymore with someone like that up front. It's just scary.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah. I think I also saw this clip once of when they played Nottingham Forest. And I think he scored 2 or 3. Is that where he got his hat trick maybe? I don't know, but he scored 2 or 3 goals anyways. Yeah. And then there was this video after the one goal they scored, the defenders just looking at themselves and shrugging their shoulders what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. It's just lost cause.
Nah, for real, it is. That actually is.
It's crazy.
But I was having.
But yeah, anyways, there's other important players to have as well, in FPL.
Yeah, we can stop sucking his nuts and talk about other good players to have. But the most players that got the most points, just for anyone who's playing FPL out there, might be important. Most points, top 10, are Haaland, Kane, Tony, who scored a hat-trick and you took out of your team, De Bruyne, Saliba.
Don't rub it in my face, you fucking dickhead.
Who's Saliba?
I was so angry, man. Saliba's Arsenal defender.
He got hella points. He's got the 5th most points.
Yeah, he scored a few goals. That's why. Yeah.
Gross.
5th most. That's crazy.
Yeah. Gross. Cancelo. Mitrovic. Rashford. And Martinelli. So 2 Arsenal players. That's actually not bad in the top 10. And 1 United player. That's not bad.
I'm surprised by Rashford. I didn't know Rashford was that well.
Yeah, I thought it was Sancho, because Sancho in the last few games he's been doing bits. I'd actually put him up there. And United generally they've got a game to go.
He's not getting points though.
They've got I know, but still, United's got one more game to go and they could go 4th. I mean, it's crazy that Brighton is currently 4th, which is just mad.
Well, Brighton's on fire. Yeah. Brighton's well. They're doing well, yeah.
Yeah, who's doing better?
Arsenal, top of the league.
Yeah,
top of the league.
I think you should tell everyone where you're going this weekend, because this is going to be, by the time this is coming out, the scores will already be out. So either we're going to be laughing at you what you're saying right now, or we'll be congratulating you. So what's going to happen this weekend?
Yeah, so this weekend is it's actually a big derby weekend, for us.
It's massive. It's
on
massive.
the one hand, it's the Turi derby.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm not going to though, but that's on Saturday evening. But yeah, the match that I'm going to is the North London derby.
Yeah, that's gonna be
mad. I can't believe that I'm actually going. I'm just so excited, like a little kid. It's that's the game that I've just always wanted to go and watch. Yeah, and now it's just gonna become true, man. It's mad.
How did you get that? Why are you going? How did you get the tickets? How did that work?
Well, I know it was kind of lucky, because obviously it's mega hard to get tickets.
Yeah.
Or it's hard, or they just crazy expensive. But I know this, like, well, it's actually a mate of my friend.
Yep.
And he's I met him through her, and he's like a big Arsenal fan as well. And he went to a game like 2 years ago, and he bought these tickets off of this like middleman, of this guy who he gave me the contact. And he's just like this guy who, like, you know, people who don't or can't go to the matches, like with the season tickets, they give him the season ticket and then he sells them on. Yeah, and he also, I don't know, he's just has all these contacts and can like organize tickets. And so yeah, I got in touch with him, and at first he was like, oh no, you know, because it was like about 2 weeks ago I first texted him, and he was like, oh yeah, I can put you on a waiting list, but there's like 50 people in front of you. And I was like, oh, okay, probably it's not going to work out then. But then I was kept on looking and trying to find other places to get it, and then I texted him again, and then he said, oh yeah, I've been looking, I could probably get some tickets for you for like these silly prices.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh yeah, you know, the price is just so crazy, you probably don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
And then I said, yeah, well, how much would it be then? And he said, yeah, well, like £150.
Whoa.
And I was like, what, fam, give me those tickets. Because like online, like the cheapest that I found online was 250.
What, really?
That would have been the absolute, yeah, but that would have been for the most shittiest seats in the whole stadium. It's 250.
That's mad, you know, for one game.
And like now we've got these tickets. Even managed to get the price down to 125.
Nice.
So now we're paying 250 for both tickets, and we've got good seats, like close to the pitch, I think.
Oh, let's go. And
on the Arsenal, on the North Bank end, you know, it's not on the away section side. So
nice. And also and also a home game, so at the Emirates as well. So
yeah, of course.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Let's hope the Gunners give me a good birthday present.
Yeah, they probably won't beat what I got when I went to Old Trafford, because that will never be topped. Because I don't think anyone, like the luck I had when I went to Old Trafford, that is the craziest thing that ever happened. Because I went to Old Trafford to watch United.
You were mega young then.
I was very young, but I remember exactly everything. I have it exactly in my head how it all happened. When I went very young, a long time ago, but yeah, that's when, I think 2012, 2013, United playing against City. It's 1-1. In comes a cross from Luis Nani off of the back. I think it was
it Nani?
It was Nani, because he's the best player ever. Came off the back of some defender, I think Fernand, I don't remember which defender. And up comes Wayne Rooney, cause boom! Bicycle kick into the back of the net. Golazo. Oh, that was the best thing ever, fam. That was the sickest game ever. The luck that I had that I saw that is actually crazy. But yeah. Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah, obviously
I'm just seeing now, well, I didn't even check this. United's playing against Man City this weekend. Mental, so 2 derbies.
Oh, that's as well. Oh, yeah, that's 2, yeah. Yeah.
But you know what's mad? You know what's the violation? I was looking at this, you know, at the FPL, they have these fixture difficulty ratings, right? And United is just not seen as a difficulty anymore. So they have it from like 1 to 5, and 1 is easy, 5 is hard. And then it's like, it says like here, Man City playing Man United, and their difficulties are 3. It's like mad. And Man City is a 5, obviously. But Man City sees Man United as a 3. That's as a mad violation, because I was like, jeez.
Yeah, but you know what? I think those fixture difficulty ratings, it's not just a violation. I think they're just, in general, they're not very accurate.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I watch like some Fantasy Premier League like content from like on YouTube and stuff. And like, well, there's like 2 or 3 that I watch. They have all their own kind of software and like programs and stuff like made for Fantasy Premier League. Yeah, obviously they're addicts anyways, but anyways, they have these different programs with like loads more statistics and analysis stuff going on there than on the official Fantasy Premier League website. And those fixture, they have fixture difficulty ratings as well. but those are they vary like a lot from the official ones that like the Premier League like gives out. So
Yeah. But
because and they're way more. I think they're way more dynamic. You know, like I mean the Man U like the level 3. I mean, like last season that was accurate, but like at the moment, like their form they're in right now isn't too bad. So
yeah, I agree.
Since they've taken Maguire out of the starting squad,
yeah, for real,
it really is. You know, if you look it up, since he hasn't been in the starting 11, they've won every game.
Facts, and
when he was in at the start of the season, they lost.
Yeah. But it's also that Lisandro Martinez is just an absolute different kind of beast, because that guy is, well, he's like Puyol, because he's a little dog, because he's mad. He's just he's over everyone, fam. He's mad. He's crazy. So it's sick to watch him play.
Is he that good? I don't.
He plays like Puyol. He has a similar style like Puyol. He's like kind of well, he's not short. He's like 5'9", so he's not on the taller side.
But he's not very big.
Yeah, I know, but he wins almost every header. It's mad. He has like an 86% like winning like stat or something. It's mad. And also
crazy for like a little guy.
And also, to make you feel better for this weekend, well, FPL sees Tottenham as a 3 for Arsenal, but Spurs sees Arsenal as a 4. So technically this weekend, if you're looking in FPL fixture difficulty rating, then Arsenal should be taking it. But that's going to be a good game. I think I'm actually I can also see the games being played at 12:30 UK time, so that's 7:30 Hong Kong time. So I'm definitely gonna go out and watch that, because that sounds like an absolute banger of a game, because like number 1 and number 3 top of the league, like that sounds just like an absolute it's gonna be mad, and one of the biggest derbies in all of England, in the world almost, it's gonna be mad. And just the hatred, it's gotta be good. It's gonna pop off. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a bit. And actually, you don't have to be that careful, because you're not gonna be in Tottenham. You're gonna be in the Arsenal,
the Emirates. Yeah. No, I can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. It's just I still can't quite believe it, but
yeah, it is mad.
It's mad it's worked out. So
yeah, well, you deserve it. Because if it were Noah, I would be pretty mad, because that guy's not even.
Been to the Emirates before. It's like when we went. Remember when we went like to that Emirates Cup ages ago, and since then I don't know. It just hasn't the moment hasn't. I don't know. It hasn't properly arisen for me to go there. I don't know. I've just never really been there.
Yeah.
We been to England, but not at a good time. When the season's on or when that game is on, and I just.
Well, now you have 2 chances.
This season,
Well, now you have 2 chances. Now you have the chance
when the first game was against City,
Yeah, so now when they're playing against Zurich, you have the chance, and then you have the chance now against Tottenham.
Well, I've seen that. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, but they're going to be playing. I would say there would be a reason to go to the Emirates to watch Arsenal play against Zurich in the Emirates, but it'll probably be a shit game, not gonna lie. So
I'm not gonna go watch that. Why should I go to London to watch that? You mad?
It would just be fun. I just heard that loads of people from Zurich are gonna go watch that at the Emirates. Well, obviously, but it's gonna be a scene, fam. Now to the degenerate part of our podcast. Whoa. This is a good one. So if you're if you want to turn off and not get brain damage, I recommend to do it now. Everybody else, keep listening, because we're going to ask the good questions. Would you rather get $15 million after tax, or a random but useful supernatural ability?
What does random mean? That I could choose, or is it just given to me, or what?
Oh, fam, what does random mean? Idiot! Obviously, you can't choose if it's random. Random is just but it'll be a supernatural. But it'll be a useful one. So, say, I know you can walk through doors or walk through walls, or you can become invisible when you want to, or. I don't know.
Yeah, but it might be something just pointless as well.
No, it says but useful. A random but useful.
Oh, but useful. Okay. Okay, but useful. All right.
See the good questions.
I think I would actually take the superpower, because man's not here for the shmoney, Man's not Man's not.
Man's not coin based, cause man's natural ability.
Man's not down for the peas. Man needs to live his life in a more exhilarating way.
Exhilaration.
So, yeah, I think I do that.
Exhilaration situations is what you'd like to get yourself into. Well, I don't know. I was
like, I don't know. I think I'd take that. Yeah.
I would.
Fuck the money, man. Fuck the system.
No, I saw this on Reddit, this question, and I looked at it, and on Reddit you can vote. There's this would you rather thread, and on this thread it was a 50-50 vote, so yeah, it was pretty intense. But personally,
really, that close?
Yeah, it was very close, 50-50. So, but I would probably go for the natural ability as well. Like, imagine being the only person in the world who has this supernatural ability to do this crazy shit. So yeah, I'd definitely choose that. 100p.
Yeah. You don't have to like flex with it either. You could just keep it to yourself. If it's like, I don't know, reading people's thoughts or something, then you just you can just live your life in a more
exhilarating way.
I don't know. It's an upgrade. Exhilarating, scintillating as well.
Tantalizing.
Quite scintillating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that for sure.
And OP. And also like that, you could basically do anything you want as well if you're able to read someone's mind. Well, but it depends what you get.
And then you can get money off selling your services with that, with your superpower, and then you can make money like that, so you don't need the 15 million.
So, next one. Would you rather be able to communicate with people without using your phone, but every time someone tries to communicate with you, you get notified through a butt plug vibration? Or eat whatever you want without getting fat, but the more you eat, the hairier you get. Now, respect me because I came up with that question myself. That was my own brain doing its absolute workings in the situations because I was letting my brain flow the juices. Yeah. Okay, so would you rather?
Yeah, now you're just exposing what kind of weird thoughts go on in your brain. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so would you rather be able to communicate with people without using any communication device, so like your phone, but every time someone tries to communicate with you, so they try to reach out to you, you get notified through a butt plug vibration? Or eat whatever you want without getting fat, but the more you eat, the hairier you get?
Is it a sticky one still?
See? That is absolute brain juices.
Yeah, brain juices. I don't even want to start saying what kind of weirdness must go into those kind of thoughts. But anyways, I think I would probably take the communication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't want to get. I think just be like. I have enough hair already, like, you know, you have to shave like your body hair and you have to shave your beard and all that stuff. And then if you just like, I just wouldn't want to be like some kind of monkey with hair like just going everywhere. That would just be way more disturbing in my life than having like a butt plug.
Yeah.
And anyway, some people, you know, they like prostate massages and stuff like that, so maybe it's not even that bad having something in your butt.
Hey, see, I was just gonna say exactly that. I was just gonna say, yeah, you're just trying to hide the fact.
I don't know, really. I think that would be just less. There's less danger there to like make it being really annoying.
Nah, I was just gonna say you're just trying to.
And like having loads of hair is just way more annoying.
Nah, I was just gonna say you're just
especially
trying to.
When you eat.
Yeah, no, everything. Like you have hair everywhere, like your face, everything.
Yeah, see, that's disgusting. No, definitely the butt plug thing.
Yeah, no, see, I just gonna say you
say that. Hand me the butt plug right now. Yeah.
No, you do the butt plug thing for sure, because you're just trying not to mention that all the man them got that G spot up there, and you be like, I don't really mind if I get a little bit of a oh yeah, a little bit of a oh.
Well, I'm not going to sing like that, but yeah, I might.
That's what your notification would be. So you hear the vibration. You go, oh.
Yeah, but it doesn't get to sound. It doesn't get to be noisy that people hear it.
No, of course
it
not.
It just has to be. I can feel it.
Nah, you can feel it. you can feel it, and then every time it does it like whoo. So you give a little bit of zzz.
What? So then when I go to the toilet, I have to like take it out first, or do I just?
No, it's just in
you
there.
know what?
It's an implant. It's an implant plug, so you can't take it out.
Oh no. I thought I could just maybe shit it out in the toilet and then it's just flush it down and then it's gone.
No.
And then
It'll suck itself back up again through like a string. Like every time you take a shit, it'll like go out and it'll plop out, and then like through a like zip up string, it'll like go up again when you finish shitting.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay, disgusting. Sorry.
I
apologize.
Louder.
Anyways, next thought.
Okay.
This is again from me, but this is a bit more of like a standard one. This isn't as crazy as the one before. But would you rather have sex with a pig and no one knows, or not have sex with a pig and everyone accuses you of it? This is a very basic one, and this is inspired by the Black Mirror first ever episode.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I knew that was inspired. Well, I didn't know, but I was just about to say that. Yeah, that's like from that Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it's a very good episode. So that's a very, very good episode.
It's crazy, that episode. Yeah. That was the first one I watched, and I was just so like, I was completely perplexed. What do you know? No,
yeah, it's a mad episode.
Yeah, I was completely
you're just
flashed.
shocked. You're just shocked.
Yeah, shocked. That's it. Yeah, shocked. But so wait, what the one option is if I
so
do
you
it,
schlong a pig down and no one knows, or you schlong, or people accuse you of schlonging, but you didn't do it.
I think the first one.
Oh, you'd schlong a pig down.
I just have to do it. Yeah. I think I just have to do it. I just have to like put on a blindfold and just like
you're that guy who
and like put in headphones and like on a blindfold and stuff, and just like I don't know, just somehow do it, get it done somehow, and then just like forget it ever happened. I don't know, because having people think that of you the whole time, that would just fuck my head up. Wait, I mean, it just fucks up your whole life as well. I mean, you can't do anything after that. Everyone thinks you're like a pig schlonger.
This game.
You're done. Done at it.
You're that guy who says a hole is a hole, fam. Who cares?
Shut your mouth, man.
But yeah,
what would you do? You haven't answered. What would you do? That one?
I answered all of them, but on this one,
this one.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I did this to myself, but I think.
Yeah. See.
I think. The thing is, if everyone knows you did it, no one will hire you. You will have no life. Everyone will think you're disgusting. Like everyone knows, and no one ever like. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's insane. I think we could just dog team the pig, and we'll go at it together.
Bro.
And I think we'll leave.
You can take the mouth first.
We'll leave the podcast on that. It's disgusting. I don't want to elaborate further. Anyways, thank you very much for listening, everyone. Thanks very much for listening.
Shout out the man them that even stayed this long and listened to this part.
Yeah. If you're still listening, you're an absolute unit, and thank you for sticking with it. And shout out for Seve for coming through. Next time, make sure you get a proper microphone and that, then people will probably enjoy listening to your voice more. But anyways, thanks for coming on.
Boom.
Have a good one. Make sure to subscribe, do everything you have to, and we'll see you soon. Ciao.
Cheers,